everybody, Jeannie here. I thought I would bring this painting out and show you a couple of the little brushes that I used in this one. There are two different sizes of rakes, and I wanted to show you some techniques that I did in the color and how I put some of the fur on this one. So I hope you get something out of it. Let me know in the comments. See you soon. I thought I'd go in and show you a little bit about highlighting and colors and brushes I like to use. First, I'm starting in here with some white, yellow, and orange. I will list everything in the description. Little tricks that I like to use to do horses and other subjects as well. I loved using this combination of white, yellow, and orange. I'm just brushing in with a liner brush so I can get my accuracy here, using my little finger to balance, but you can use a stick. The rest of that painting is dry. I had let it have time to dry before I started in on this head again. I'm going to come around the eye with some darker tones, and then I'm going to come back inside the eye with some lighter tones again. The white, just to give him a little bit of gleam in the eye. Come back around the eye, I'd give those strong contrasting colors to show the light. Really important to vary your contrasting colors from dark to light, light to dark. And I'm coming in underneath with a little bit of black and burnt umber and crimson, and then I go up to that orange oxide. The orange oxide is next to the orange. I love that color, it's really rich. I'm going to add some ultramarine blue so that I can get a little bit of that gray shadow into the muzzle of the horse. I love their little noses. I wanted to show you how I get that blend of color between the black, the burnt umber, and the ultramarine blue with a little white to give that soft appearance of gray into the face, and go up into the shadows with the darker, a little bit of orange oxide. I love these roans. When the sun hits them, they really show off their colors. And then just kind of going back and forth from different brushes. I've got my liner brush and my little rake, little miniature rake. You'll see me use it right there, right there. Bringing in a little more hairs for texture. Really coming in with on the ears with a little light first, then I come into the crimson just to give it a little red, a little orange oxide. Bringing in my shadows with that highlighter brush, that liner brush. Coming in with my grays underneath that mane and forelock. That's the hair between the ears, of course. Just rake it in a little bit with my little rake. Now I've got a different rake, and I'm listing that in the description as well. Coming in underneath that mane with a little bit of dark colors. Same colors I used before, light to dark. I like to put in the highlights first, and then bring in the dark shadows to bring out that highlight a little better. And I continue doing this on the legs and the tail, with all the blend of colors, crimson and orange and yellows. I think I only used the yellow light on this one. I think I have another yellow there, cadmium light yellow. I love the yellow light though. That's the lighter, brighter yellow. And that with white and orange really brings out those shadows and highlights. Now I'm coming in to the muscle on the horse. Really important how you bring in those muscles with the different tones of color. I'm going to be starting a Patreon for those of you who might like to go deeper with me in these studies. I will be doing complete raw footage uncut on some of my other paintings that I add. And I'm continuing and just raking in that fur with that rake. I love these rakes. They're amazing. You can get a lot of fur in one sitting. rather than the old days when I used to use a liner brush for every little hair. These rakes help you get in a lot more hairs at a time. Continuing in with my shadows. It's a constant reapplying color and light to shadow, shadow to light on the muscles of the horse. That's the trick in getting those muscles correct, and the colors and how the light hits the colors. Really unique, important in horse muscles, and especially the roan horse. Oh, it's my favorite color horse. Just raking in all those little hairs, raking, just kind of twisting the brush in different directions. Now everybody has a different touch with brushes, so you have to experiment what kind of touch you have. These are just really light touches. I'm pushing that paint up into the tips of the brush so that I can get, and then see how I turn that little brush. Keep turning it, flicking in all those lighter colors. There's so many different colors in the roan. I'm using ultramarine blue and white and a little bit of black to get that gray tone. And it starts mixing with the browns too, which changes the perspective of colors. Just the way the light hits them. If you ever notice, when light hits something, it really brings out the color underneath the fur that doesn't normally show in the shadows. Just gorgeous color. I really enjoy putting these colors in. Really enjoy just the process of this whole entire painting, bringing in all the light and shadows and color. Now I need to bring in a little more oxide colors because that yellow is just a little too yellow, so I keep bringing in those ultramarine blues and grays on top. That, and then mixing a little bit of oxide in there and crimsons, and love this color mix arrangement. This was a very fun painting to do. Horses just playing in the water. It's that same brush, just raking. Constantly changing and fiddling around with things. Don't push yourself to think you have to finish in a second if you really want to learn these details. I'm coming over the top of that yellow just to kind of tone that down a little bit. Let the yellow light shine through the paint. At the same time applying those. A little more black and browns. It's just so much fun bringing all this. Now I'm going to bring in a little more shadow and color into the mane. Really enjoyed having you come along on this journey with me. If there's any comments or questions you have, please let me know in the comments. I'm so excited you're here with me watching. Even if you're just watching, that's fine too. I'll do some complete horse studies probably in the future for my Patreon page. So let me know what you would like to learn more of and what you enjoyed the most in this painting. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Keep watching, you'll see the end of this. This is not completely done yet. I keep completely adding more and more to the flank of the horse. More shadow, so it really brings out that muscle in the rib cage. And really got to study horses and watch them. Watch them move. This is really important. I grew up with horses, so that helps. But you can study some videos. Watch every bit of the horse if you really want to learn how to paint horses. Every muscle. I studied muscles and skeletal frames so that I don't know the names of things as much, but I really look and watch how horses move, how the light captures things, and studying the legs. And I was in 4-H when I was a girl, but you can learn now. It's never too late. Just keep looking and watching, observing every little thing about the horse. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video.